7 o'clock. I know Lauren's supposed to be joining us. If not, then you ladies are going to get to rock the show tonight. So,
sweet.
We're about ready to kick things off. Let's see. All right. Okay. Well, if Lauren comes in, we'll get her jumped up in here and slide her into that third box there. But we'll go ahead and get the evening started. Everybody that's tuning in, thank you so much. My name is Kipper Lee. I am the host of the Nashville Sound Writers Round. And sorry if I jump up and click a few buttons there, but the Nashville Sound Writers Round, we are a little bit of a different type of show. We are focused on artists and helping them develop their following and get their music out there all over the world. I myself am a singer-songwriter in Nashville, but we're trying to just support, build a community that supports each other, lifts each other up, and really kind of drives home. As I always say, it's easier for all of us to work together to lift each other up to achieve our dreams than it is for each one of us to do it alone. So that's what the Nashville Sound Right Around is all about. I want to give special thanks to a couple of our partners that we have. We have our wonderful mother-daughter family-owned company, Truck Yeah Hat Bar Company. They're mother-daughter based out of Lincoln, Nebraska. They've joined up with the Nashville Sound Writers Round. So anybody who is interested in those custom trucker hats, you can reach out to Renee and her daughter at the Truck Yeah Hat Bar Company. They give a discount to everybody who's part of the Nashville Sound Writers Round family. You just mentioned the show and you get a little discount there. I also want to give special thanks to WFMC Jams. If you don't know WFMC Jams, they are a great group that works to support independent artists and getting their music out there. The beautiful part of WFMC Jams is not only do they have a radio station that works or reaches out to northern Alabama, central Tennessee, they also have their Roku channel that runs 24/7. They also have their internet radio, and it is absolutely free for artists to submit their music to them to have uploaded onto their show. So WFMC Jams, thank you guys so much. They're also a great partner in working with us. Right now, we are live on TikTok every week from Monday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. Central. But soon, with the support of WFMC Jams, we'll be multicasting out to YouTube and other locations at the exact same time. So you'll be able to see these beautiful ladies and their music and all the guys we have on here in multiple different places. With that, I would like to welcome in Jadynce, Jean, and Elisabeth Ann. Ladies, welcome to the show. So we're going to have an exciting night tonight. It's relaxed. It's fun. When you guys play your songs, just ask you, tell some stories about the song, where it came from and all that. I'll ask all of our followers, make sure that you press that little arrow at the bottom right side of your screen is to repost this and share it out. Tap the screen if you're liking what you're hearing. And these ladies here, you can tap on them and give them a follow. It's the easiest way to support artists is to follow them on social media, Spotify, Apple Music, all the above. Just give them a follow, see what they have coming on, see what kind of music they have out and what they have coming out. And it's real simple, easy. Follow. Share them with your friends to let everybody know what amazing artists you've heard on the show tonight. And let us know what you think of the show. So appreciate you for coming in. We're going to get things started. Miss Elisabeth Ann, I'm going to move you over to the big box.
Great.
There you are. So welcome in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You are absolutely welcome. What I always like to ask things, just get things started off, get to know you a little bit better. And I know we've had a chance to meet a few times here in Nashville, but Elizabeth, where are you originally from and what brought you to Nashville in the first place?
I'm from a really small town in central Illinois called Concord, Illinois. It has a population of 148 people, super, super small. And I've been writing songs ever since before I can remember. I think fourth grade was the first time I really started intentionally doing it. But always really loved writing songs, loved music, and it all led me here.
Oh, I love that. So when you look at your music, 148 people, not a whole lot of people around there. Was music big in the town you're in?
No, we didn't even have, we had choir and, that was about it. We didn't even like have theater in the high school. It was 3 towns that combined to make one high school, and, it has gotten bigger, and now there are a few of us from that neck of the woods who are in Nashville, and it's really cool to see everyone following their dreams and their passions.
That's awesome. So if you look at your music as a writer and as an artist, where are your influences from?
My influences, I love storytellers, and anything that can make you, any type of song that can make you feel something. Love Casey Musgraves, Leanne Womack, Brandy Clark, Ashley McBride. Just any song with a story and heart behind it, I'm loving it.
I love it. I love Brandy Clark. She is so good.
So good. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So what is the goal? What is the dream?
The goal is I would love to get a publishing deal. I would love to write songs that get heard around the world, and I don't care how they get heard. I don't care if it's from me or from someone else. I just love writing songs, and if people are willing to listen, that's, whether it's on a big stage or in a dive bar, I think that's the whole goal.
All right, I love that. Welcome in, Lauren. Well, I'm going to mute myself and be quiet, and I'd love for you to tell us a little about your first song and play one for us.
Yeah. So the first song I'm going to play is a song that I wrote a few months ago. I actually just recorded it over the weekend, but I wrote it with my friends Garrett Morellas and David Madras, and I was thinking about how I just had this whole plan for my life, and I thought I was going to teach 2nd grade forever, and I thought I was going to just stay in my small town and be a mom, and that's what a lot of people are doing, and they're really happy doing that, and I love that for them. But life did not hand me those cards. And I was thinking about how a lot of people I know thought they had this big plan laid out, and life dealt them different cards too, and that's okay. And so we wrote this song called The Second I Do. Mama found love on the second I do. And Dad even had a bit of better luck too. Sometimes hearts too young don't know how to love. Sometimes getting it right means messing it up. My high school sweetheart's married now. I wasted 2 years on a man who didn't work out. Left my small town in the dust, there settled down fine. And Grandma's worried that I'll never find mine. Well, the second I do, I hope that I know. Don't need confetti or a fireworks show. Just a little spark or just a right night. Cold band shining in a pawn shop of light. Love can be old, bottle blue. Don't always look how you think it's supposed to. Some get it right on the first try. Some people find the one on the second I do. I've seen smile lines from 50 years. I've seen forever grow from a couple of beers. I've seen the richest people in a double wide. Can't tell what story my life's gonna write. Well, the second I do, I hope that I know. Don't need confetti or a fireworks show. Just a little spark or just a right night. A cold band shining in a pawn shop of light. Love can be old, bottle blue. Don't always look how you think it's supposed to. Some get it right on the first try. Some people find one on the second I do. better luck too. Well, love can be old, boring, old blue. Don't always look how you think it's supposed to. Some get it right on the first try, and some people find one on the second I do. Oh, the second I do.
Oh, that was so pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I had seen pictures of you recording. Is that the one you said you were recording this weekend?
Yes, I recorded this one and two others, but I had a lot of people coming to my shows when I would play on Broadway, and I played this out a couple of times, and every time I play it out, there are people in the audience who are on their second marriage, and they're like, please release this song. I have quite a few people wanting it to be their wedding song. They're getting married soon, so I'm like, I'm trying to get it out as fast as I can.
Wow, that's awesome. It's great when you play a song like that and just really touches somebody personally.
Yeah.
So that's a beauty. So
it means the world.
Yeah, that's cool. And like you're saying, the artists, you all love to get music out there, but to all of the fans out there right now watching and tuning in, and thank you for gifting these ladies and providing some gifts. Every penny counts, because the only way we can release music is to have the money to do it. And many people have day jobs, or they're playing gigs left and right on Broadway or wherever, and just it takes a lot of time to make that money save up, because it's not cheap to record a song.
No, certainly not.
Well, thank you for sharing that song with us and playing one. And I'm going to switch you out real quick and bring Miss Jadynce Jean up here to the front.
Howdy.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
So welcome in, Jadynce. How long have you been coming back and forth to Nashville? Now you're here full time, right?
Right, yeah, I made the move finally. My first trip technically was October of last year, but I didn't actually start making like trips to actually write and everything until I think February. And I've been coming back and forth since, and then whenever I turned 18 in October is when I made the move. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I know I'd seen you some before. I think you and your mom coming to town and stuff in the early times. So.
All the back and forth driving. Super fun stuff.
So speaking of home, where is your original home from?
Central Kansas. I live like in the dead center of there, so.
Okay. All right. And what is the dream for you looking at this music?
I love to write, but my dream's definitely more artistry-wise. I'd rather be the one on the big stage. I mean, obviously the biggest thing for me is that, like, I would hope that my music someday touches someone or makes a difference in someone's life. But I definitely thrive the most on stage, and I feel like I'm able to convey my song best. So, yeah, it's that kind of thing.
All right. And how about your influences in music? What's been your biggest influence?
I love early 2000s country, early 2000s to 2010s, that kind of vibe, and just kind of the storytelling, but also just the emotion that gets drawn out of a lot of those songs.
Okay. All right. I love that. It's funny. Last week's show, it seemed like everybody was 90s country. Every person we had on there was like 90s.
Oh, definitely. I wish I could do 90s. That's just not where I fell.
All right. Well, how about I mute myself, be quiet for a little bit, and tell us a little story about your first song and play one for us.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Well, actually, since Logan's on here, may as well start with one that he co-wrote. So this one is called Storm Chaser, and it was I think it was the second song I ever wrote with this group. And we were kind of sitting there talking about Kansas itself, and as you know, it's very flat. You can watch your dog run away for 3 weeks. That's how the saying goes. And they were asking about the storms because, you know, Kansas is very known for their tornadoes and also their bipolar weather. And so we were kind of chatting about that, and we were making jokes, and all of a sudden I said something along the lines of, yeah, the storms in Kansas are about as bad as my taste in men. And it was Gregory Allen, Logan Jarvis, and Paul Hood and I. We were all sitting there, and we're like, we have to write that. That has to be our song for today. So This one's called Storm Chaser. See it forming and I crawl out my window. It shakes my bones while I'm sitting on the shingles. From everything you think and what you leave behind. Raising hell just a couple towns over. And deep down I just wanna get closer. What's broken me, don't wanna take this ride. Got the hair standing up on the back of my neck. I ought to be scared to death. I'm running wide open right into you. Ain't worried about the hell you'll put me through. Past the sirens and the red flags waving. You're the kind of thrill I love chasing. Tire sliding as you're pulling me off the tracks. Ain't nothing gonna hold me back. Looking dead in the eye of a sure to be heartbreaker. Guess I've always been a storm chaser. Teary-eyed telling me take cover. I still ain't gotten quite close enough. If everything that's a curse is a blessing, maybe this time I'll learn my lesson. But this sure feels a lot like love. Got the hair standing up on the back of my neck. I ought to be scared to death. I'm running wide open right into you. Ain't worried about the hell you'll put me through. Past the sirens and the red flags waving. You're the kind of thrill I love chasing. Tire sliding as you're pulling me off the tracks. Ain't nothing gonna hold me back. Looking dead in the eye of a sure to be heartbreaker. Guess I've always been a storm chaser. About the hell you'll put me through. Past the sirens and the red flags waving. You're the kind of thrill I love chasing. Tire sliding as you're pulling me off the tracks. Ain't nothing gonna hold me back. Looking dead in the eye of a sure to be heartbreaker. Looking dead in the eye of a sure to be heartbreaker. Guess I've always been a storm chaser. Guess I've always been a storm chaser.
Oh, such a good song. That I love that song.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So I just want to remind everybody, 18 years old. That was rock star girl at 18 years old. So, and I've seen her play in Nashville, and she's playing some great rounds and up on some stages with some really other talented people. So it's make sure if you aren't following these ladies already, tap on their face, hit that little follow button, make sure you're following them. And Jadynce, do you have music out there as well?
Yeah, I do. I have like 4 songs out, and one of them was a song that I wrote when I was like 12 or 13, so maybe not the best quality, but I do have 4 songs out. So
yeah, that's right. And I was actually teasing that because we actually have the Nashville Sound Writers Round playlist on Spotify right now, and everybody who's playing tonight, your songs have already been added to that playlist. We actually are up to 137 songs from the artists from the 4 weeks we've had around so far, shows so far. So I was very happy to add that on. And I know you'll be playing another one coming up. At least I hope you will, that you just recently recorded. So I'll be quiet for a moment. I'm going to bring Miss Lauren Rose Thayer up here. Thank you, Jadynce. All right. I see that there she is.
What's up, Kipper? Good to see ya.
You as well. How are you, girl?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Can't complain. Life is good.
Well, and we just had, and we should have set a night up somehow for you guys to be in the same room, but last week we had Andrew Mack on the show.
Love him.
And you and Andrew just recently released a duet, correct?
We sure did. Yeah.
Yeah. So absolutely fantastic. Absolutely love that song.
Thank you.
You are more than welcome. So, Lauren, where are you originally from?
I'm from a small town just outside of Pittsburgh, so not too far from Andrew. He's from Indiana, Pennsylvania, and I'm from Derry, Pennsylvania. So about an hour and a half southwest of where he's from. Okay,
yeah. So you're a little probably closer to me because I grew up in West Virginia, in Clarksburg. Just a little further down from the Pennsylvania state line. So
we're neighbors.
That's right. Well, welcome in, Lauren. Where does some of your musical influences come from?
Oh, well, sorry, Jadynce. I do love 2000s country. I really do. But my stuff is like definitely 90s. 90s country, maybe a little bit of 2000s pop. I do love me some Michelle Branch and Hilary Duff and Ashley Simpson. We're definitely diving into that for sure.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So what are your goals here in Nashville?
Oh my gosh, they have changed so much. So similar to Elisabeth, did she say that she was in education as well, if I remember? Yeah, so I used to be a music teacher. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Love it. So I used to be a full-time music teacher. COVID happened, life happened, we switched careers. Now we're doing this. So really I'm kind of like juggling 3 different career paths. So I'm obviously a writer, I'm obviously an artist, but I also am a utility player. I play keys and acoustic guitar. So I play for a lot of different artists in town. I'm currently on the road playing keys with Jason McPhail, who's another artist in town. So yeah, I kind of like wearing all the hats. Whichever one gives me the most success, I think that's great. But I love doing everything I can. So that might be a little crazy, but I can't really find myself in one specific niche.
Okay. All right. So keep trying on the hats till you find the right one that fits, right?
Oh, well, I mean, I enjoy all of them. So if one pops off and I'm known for one of them, then great, you know?
All right. Love it. Just as long as you're in the industry in some form or fashion.
Yeah. You know, I'm grateful for whatever the opportunity looks like, you know?
All right. Love that. Love that. Well, I'm going to be quiet and let you tell a little story for your first song and play one for us.
Yeah. So this one is a brand spanking new one. We wrote this a week and a half ago. I wrote it with my friends Jessica Nixon and Eric Halbig. And this one is specifically about this character named Debbie, who is in my song Brenda, Debbie, and Karen. We decided to expand the universe. And so Debbie, we know she's getting married, but it took a very, very, very long time. Edward James, what's up, friend? Sorry, I got distracted. So it took a very long time for Debbie's boyfriend to finally pop the question. So that's what this song is about. This is called Pop the Question. Sipping peach bellinis on a Amalfi Beach. You take my hand and drop down on one knee. Are my eyes blinded from the rock or the sun? It took you long enough to say, baby, you're the one. Before I can mutter out a hell yes, I wake up to an alarm all alone in my bed. Going 30 on I-40 and my phone rings. I bet you $50. It's from Barbara Jane. It's been 3 hair colors since I stopped for a drink, and I know what'll happen before the ice cubes clink. She'll give me a hug and inspect my left hand and go, where the hell is the rock from that man? We ain't killed each other yet, and I know one thing's for sure. The only thing that needs changing is my last name to yours. I'm a real good investment, and your mama has no objections. So quit pussyfooting around and pop the question. I'm a better bet than the cards on your tattoo. You're gonna hate it if I give another man your I do. Don't tell me you're waiting for the planets to align. There's only so many years his ass will look hot and wide. We ain't killed each other yet, and I know one thing's for sure. The only thing that needs changing is my last name to yours. I'm a real good investment, and my daddy has no objections. So quit pussyfooting around and pop the question. Ooh, yeah. Courthouse, Big Apple, drive-through, wedding chapel, backyard, Baptist. Pick the place, let's get hitched. We ain't killed each other yet, and I know one thing's for sure. The only thing that needs changing is my last name to yours. I'm a real good investment, and your mama has no objections. So quit pussyfooting around and pop the question. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I say quit pussyfooting around and pop the question.
That song, there's so many ladies out there in the world who are with a guy for a long time who wish they could just play that in the background and see if it sticks in his head.
Right.
So I love that. I mean, if anybody, if y'all know me, the stuff I normally play, although I have been playing some more sentimental, emotional stuff here, but I have a lot of my stuff is more lighthearted and fun. So I love those type of songs. They ring true to who I am as an artist. So, but love that. Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring Miss Elisabeth Ann back up here. And I guess I meant to ask this at the beginning and I didn't. Elisabeth, do you know Jadynce or Lauren? I guess Lauren, you just met.
Yeah, I think I met Jadynce, at a birthday party a few weeks ago. And if that was not you.
That was definitely me. That was me.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I recognized you from there, but did not want to mistakenly say that and be wrong.
I know. I was, about halfway through that sentence, I'm like, oh no, if this is not correct, that is embarrassing. But
it's so crazy. Nashville is such a big and a small community all at the same time, but like you never know who you know and who you don't know. But there's so many talented people, and I'm so blessed to have the three of you ladies on the show tonight. And Elisabeth, I want to ask you, I always like some fun questions too.
yeah.
On stage, has there ever been anything that's ever been embarrassing happen to you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Do you want to share?
Something that like I've done or something that's just happened?
Just something that's happened while you're on stage. You felt embarrassing.
Oh my gosh. So many stories. So many stories. I'm trying to think what, probably the most appalling one was it was at like a hotel lobby on a Sunday afternoon. And, I went to the show being like, oh, it's just going to be like a fun little gig. It's nice outside. They're going to open up the windows. And, there was barely anybody in the hotel. And, these three women come in and they were looking to have a good time at like 2:00 on a Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, I guess. I'm trying to like PG this story down. They were looking to have a good time, and I played Before He Cheats. They all swung around, and they're like, "Woo! We love you!" And I'm like, "Awesome!" And they drop 100 in my tip jar. I'm like, "Okay, you guys are my new favorite people. Is there anything else you would like to hear?" And they said, "Girl Crush," and I said, "I can 100% play Girl Crush." Played it, another 100 in the tip jar. I'm like, "You guys are my new best friends." And they just started requesting songs and tipping me really heavily, and then they just kept taking shots and shots and shots, and then one of them just was like, just flashed me, and I probably got flashed like, I'm really tempering this story down, but I probably got flashed like 18 times. They started flashing people on the streets. People came in, like a 70-year-old lady came in. She flashed me, and I was like, what is going on here? And that is probably, I'm sure my face was completely red. The manager was like, get off stage. We're getting them home. But they had a great time, and they were fun. But that was probably one of the most embarrassing things that's happened.
That is great. Thank you for sharing that. It's I like always ask some fun stuff too, so I appreciate you sharing. You're a little red now too.
I am a little red. I was trying to keep it down. I know I get red.
I appreciate that. I will be quiet, and please tell us about your second song and play it for us.
Yeah. So I've worked in the service industry. I have a lot of friends who work in the service industry, and just the stories you hear working there or having friends who work in it, just astounding. And so I was a part of this songwriting competition where we were supposed to write a song every day for 7 days. Like, no matter what happened, you just had to write the songs. So I went out drinking with some of my friends, and they were telling me about all these wild things that was happening at their job. And I went home and it's like, I gotta write a song. So this is what I came up with, and they loved it, and it's going to be coming out soon-ish. This is called Hush Hush Honey. It's quitting time at the restaurant, but nobody's scurrying home. There's a bar down the street where I work through the week, and I watch it all unfold. Jim's sipping Jack's kissing JoJo's husband will never know. Once they tumble down that hill, there's no telling how far they'll go. It's 1 secret, 2 secret, 3 secret, 4. Bartender always knows more. Hey, 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 hey. Just keep on pouring. Hey, 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 hey. This job's never boring. Let's spend that for bills, most of their money if you want a tip. Hush, hush, honey. Hold the next step out for a marble light and the women's melody. They don't care if I listen, as long as I keep pouring their whiskey. Their martinis are dry, their wine is red, but the lights are always bright. And they come back in the room, I'll watch them resume and pretend everything was fine. Always 1 secret, 2 secret, 3 secret, 4. Bartender always knows more. Hey, 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 hey. Just keep on pouring. Hey, 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 hey. Job's never boring. Just spend that for bills, most of their money if you want a tip. Hush, hush, honey. Always last call, they all say goodbye. I don't know the ship stays behind. Hey, 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 hey. Keep on pouring. Hey, 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 hey. This job's never boring. Let's spend that for bills, most of their money if you want a tip. Hush, hush, honey.
Love it. I spent many years in the food service industry, so I love that. So,
Thank you.
you're absolutely welcome. And Lauren, thank you for putting on there. Yeah, make sure you tap that screen. We're already up to over 12,000, almost 13,000 likes so far, and over 10,000 puts it on the F4U page. So keep tapping it. Make sure you're looking at these ladies, tapping on their face, giving them a follow. And that little arrow down the bottom right side, it is an arrow to repost it and share it out with everybody else. So let's see. Don't be stingy and only be the only ones in here listening to these amazing ladies. Make sure you let other people know about it. So, Jadyn, I have to ask you, Jadynce, you've been on some stages. I want to ask you the same question I asked Elisabeth. Any embarrassing moments happened to you or you had yourself on stage?
Yeah, always. I feel like yeah. I mean, like a week ago, I was on stage. No, I don't even know if it was a full week yet. And we made light of the situation, but I was on stage with J4. It was a round. It was Freak Show. And I asked J4 because I had invited him and Alex Lamartier to be on a round with me. And I asked him if he'd tune my guitar because he can tune by ear, and I can't, and I'd forgotten my tuner. And I was like, hey, will you just check this for me? And I went to hand him my guitar, and he handed me his. So I was like, he had that set aside, and I was like going to sit down, and out of the blue, he was like, I think he was like adjusting my guitar or something, and he was like setting it down, and I was like beside him, and the head of my guitar all of a sudden just hit me in the head, and then I had to like play it off, and I was like, oh, instead of crying, so. I mean, it's not the most embarrassing, but it's like the quickest one that I can think of right now. I mean,
no, look, when you're up in front of everybody else, I get it. Those things are embarrassing.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't even my fault, but like, man, I felt really dumb in the moment. I was like, that really just happened.
Cool. And the pain on top of it.
Right. And the tears stinging in your eyes.
That's right. All right, man. Well, how about tell us a little bit about your second song and play it for us?
Well, I mean, you mentioned it earlier that you wanted me to play something relatively new that I had released. So I felt possibly that this one was maybe being hinted at. Could be wrong. But I did release this one last month, so it would have been February, I think 17th, actually. This was actually one oh my gosh, this was my second co-write ever. So that's crazy. I didn't even know co-writing was a thing until I started coming to Nashville. So that was pretty eye-opening. And Lance Carpenter was actually my first co-write, which I didn't know that was like a big deal until I came to town. And then like finding out that writing with a #1 writer is your first co-write ever. I didn't know that was like something that not everyone got to do. And so like, that's my claim to fame right now. But this is one of my favorite songs that we've ever written. And so it's out on all streaming platforms, but it's a good old fashioned revenge song with a little plot twist. So this is called Baptize Your Truck. Fair in love and war, I ain't never stole a truck before. Your Silverado piece spinning around my finger on a ring that you should have bought me instead. Sneak around with her in the back of that bed. Guess you could say I'm a little bit bitter, standing on the bank of this river. In the name of Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, we're about to find out if this 4x4 can flow. It might wash the lipstick off your collar if I held you down underneath the water. There's a chance you wouldn't come back up, so I'm gonna baptize your truck. The Lord can save your soul, but your truck's getting cleansed in the water hole. You just had to scratch that itch. That river's drinking up your dirty hits. You're right from your new girlfriend. She probably thinks you're a real godsend. So light a candle and say a prayer, 'cause your truck's gonna need a little air. I held you down underneath the water. There's a chance you would we're about to find out if this 4x4 can flow. It might wash the lipstick off your collar if I held you down underneath the water. But there's a chance you wouldn't come back up, so I'm gonna baptize your truck. I'm gonna baptize your truck.
That was it.
I don't think I was grasping that hint. I had like a feeling.
All right. Well, I mean, look, as somebody who I've had a truck for a short period of time in my life, it's always, I still want to eventually have another truck, but look, money decides certain things.
I get it.
But I'd be a little concerned if a girl wanted to baptize my truck. I'd be a little upset about that.
Listen, there's a simple fix for that. Don't cheat. They won't have a reason to.
Well said. Well said. All right. So much knowledge for such a talented young lady. So.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring Miss Lauren Rose Thayer back up.
I love that song, Jadynce. That's one I wish I wrote.
Wasn't it good?
It was good.
I tell you. And yes, I think she's right. When when you come to town, your first co-write is Lance Carpenter. Hits with Kelsey Ballerini and everybody else. I mean, man, the guy is so good. And one of the nicest guys on the planet. That is a great first co-write for sure. So Lauren, I love the embarrassing. And you're on a bunch of different stages, a bunch of different places. Tell us about an embarrassing time.
Oh, well, this wasn't necessarily embarrassing for me, but it was embarrassing for this particular group. Last night, they were great. Last night, I played at Redneck Riviera with my band, and there was a group of guys, and I was like, hey, who's getting married? And they said, none of us. This is a divorce party. So I was like, oh, it's going to be that type of night. Okay, cool. And there was one, we're going to call him Skid. They all had like mechanic outfits on, and this one had like the name tag Skid. I don't know his real name, we're going to call him Skid. Bless his heart, in the middle of like the set, he starts taking my tip bucket and walking around with it, taking requests. And I was like, okay, well, the bar is tiny enough I could like watch him. And like people were like sending in like stupid money for requests and whatnot. Well, poor Skid fell in love with me that night and kept trying to like climb over the stage to give me a smooch. And I'm like, no, you gotta go. And thankfully his friend saw it, took him off the stage. Well, later on the night, I go around walking the tip bucket and he tries to take it from me. He's like, what'd you doing? Get back up there and sing. I'm like, well, I'm doing my job. I'm good. And next thing I know, he goes over to the bar and just projectile vomits.
Oh, gosh.
Like all over his boots, all over the floor. Like I'm oblivious. I didn't even know what was going on. And then he just carried on like it was nobody's business. But they left shortly after that. And I was like, man, he probably doesn't even remember what happened. But they live stream the shows. So they're probably going to see that.
Oh, wow.
But it was a very entertaining show per se. I could have like been really, like throw an attitude and everything about it, but I was just like, hey, it's Nashville. You just got to roll with it. I never knew that like taking care of drunk people is like taking care of students. You kind of have to like keep the show going, do time management, conflict resolution, behavior management, but keep the show rolling. That's what we did.
Yeah. Hey, I love it. That's the things you'll see on Broadway.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, man. Well, how about tell us a story and play us your next song?
Okay. So 10 years ago, I met a guy on a plane. I was living in Nashville, obviously. He was not living in Nashville. Started talking, dated long distance, happened very organically. Well, 6 months into the relationship, I learned the son of a bitch was married, and he didn't tell me. And so, we broke up, obviously. The wife left him, so all is well that ends well. And I finally wrote a song about it. And this is not out yet, but I've been testing it out in places. But we listened to a lot of Patsy Cline when we wrote this one. So we're going to call this one, You Gave Me Your Number. You gave me your number, but you gave her a ring. You gave me late night calls. You gave her your last name. You can't tell the truth about anything. You gave me your number, but you gave her a ring. Right, Jadynce? The audacity. It's been a long time since I was 22. Sitting there in that seat right next to you. Your suntan skin, your mile-high kissing eyes, a John Deere green. You sure had a way to make a girl like me feel seen. You gave me your number, but you gave her a ring. You gave me late night calls. You gave her your last name. You can't tell the truth about anything. You gave me your number, but you gave her a ring. Did you dance with her to our favorite song? Aw, thanks, Elisabeth. And does she like her tequila soda strong? Come on, Mark, with the confetti. Does she even know about me? 'Cause I sure as hell didn't know about her. But I bet she'll agree you're gonna get what you deserve. You gave me your number, but you gave her a ring. You gave me late night calls. You gave her your last name. You can't tell the whole truth about a goddamn thing. You gave me your number, but you gave her a ring. You gave me your number, but thank God you didn't give me a ring.
Yeah. I don't know what all this man-hating's about tonight, ladies. Okay, I see how it is. It's all right.
Oh,
You know.
I mean, hey, everybody's got at least one man-hating song. They got to do at least one.
No, I know. I'm teasing. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to bring Miss Elisabeth up here again. And gentlemen, I know you start at 8, but we'll probably go a little bit over. The ladies have been having too much fun. So, Elisabeth, before you tell your last song, let us know where we can find you. Of course, tapping on here and following you, but where else can we find you on social media and music?
Yeah, so my name is Elisabeth Ann. It's Elisabeth with an S, the same way it is on TikTok. And you can find me at Elisabeth Ann Music everywhere.
Awesome. All right. Well, play us another song.
Also, Lauren, your name sounded so familiar. And while I went out into the room because I'm at home and my roommates are home, and my roommate Leah Croce and her boyfriend Chadwick Bonanza are in the living room right now, and I was like, do we know Lauren Rose there? And they're like, yes, we love her. And they said to tell you hi. So another Nashville thing.
I love it. Hi, kids.
I'm literally in the bathroom, just with the wall behind me, and they're in the living room.
Best
Very
acoustics
Nashville.
are in the bathroom. The best acoustics.
I love it. But I know we're running a little over, so I'll play the song. But I had this show on Broadway that was a Saturday going into a Sunday, early in the Sunday morning, and I was just kind of having a hard time in life at the moment. I was going through some stuff personally, and at the end of the show, it was very, very early on Easter Sunday morning, and I had this moment where I just knew, I was very aware of the fact that I'm in a bar having a bad day on Easter Sunday morning. And I had this question go through my head, and I thought about it the whole way home, and I wrote this song, Sober, at 3 a.m., and it was my first single. So you can find this everywhere. This is called Pray in the Bar. Hey Lord, does it count if I pray in a bar? This time I might have gone a little too far. And if you're keeping tabs of you, what an earn? I've been broke, I've been hurting, I've been losing my mind. Hey Lord, does it count if I pray in a bar? Oh, I've been envying the angels on the shelf. I've been going through my own personal hell. Did I lose my spot in the angel choir? Thought I was following light, but I was following fire. Hey Lord, does it count if I pray in a bar? This time I'm not gonna live too far. And if you're keeping tabs of you on earth, I've been broke, I've been hurting, I've been losing my mind. Hey Lord, does it count if I pray in a bar? Not sure how I got here. I was playing, I was singing, now I'm just drinking beer. It's all fun and games till you get older. Oh, and the swing says we'll get your hand on more, and there's girls crying on the bathroom floor. Hey Lord, hey Lord, hey Lord, does it count if I pray in a bar? This time I'm not gonna live too far. And if you're keeping tabs of you on my mind, I've been hurting, I've been losing my mind. Hey Lord, does it count if I pray in a bar? Hey Lord, does it count if I pray in a bar? Hey Lord, does it count if I pray in a bar?
I love that's such a pretty song.
Thank you.
Love that song.
Thank you so much. Thanks
Yeah.
for having me.
No, you are more than welcome. Thank you for being on the show tonight. It means the world to me. And I know when I was first getting all this set up and I ran into him, like you have to be on the show. So, and it's been amazing. It is how far things have come, because now I don't manage anybody who's playing. I've got 3 wonderful young ladies who manage everything from the website, and they do it all. So, but it's when I think when we're doing something right and we're all working together to do something really cool to help lift everybody up, that's kind of what happens. It grows. So it's thank you for being now a part of the Nashville Sound Writers Round family. And so, yeah, absolutely. All right, we're gonna bring Miss Jadynce Jean up.
We're back.
Yeah, now where can we
This
find
is our
you?
last song, right?
This is the last song, yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
I just want to make sure.
Yep.
Okay, well, I have a really weird name, so it's spelled the way it is on your screen right now. But it's just Jadynce_Jean on all of my platforms. So go give it a listen. And yeah.
I'm at fault. I spelled your name improperly the first post I put out about the show. And I was like, wait a minute, I can't find you on social media.
I can't even blame you, because if I didn't know me and I was spelling my name, I would spell it wrong. Like it just doesn't even.
Well, take
yeah.
it away, ma'am. Take it away.
Well, okay, we actually just wrote this one, so bear with me. And I'm also teaching myself. I'm in the midst of teaching myself drop D right now, so we're going to be kind. We're going to choose kindness today if I mess any of this up. But actually, I had a title in my, everyone has their little song list, and I had a title that I've been kind of sitting on for a while. And I was going to write the other day, and we finally decided, I found the right people, and they wanted to write this one, and I'm so excited. So like a little backstory on it, since I know we're running out of time. But my dad and I, we used to not really do the deep talks, right? We just we kept it pretty simple. We've always been close, but never about like the deep stuff. And I have found that like we always spent our quality time like going on drives and stuff, whether it was like our motorcycles, dirt bikes, pickup truck. And I found that it's easier for me to talk to my dad about life when I'm not looking him dead in the eye. So when we go on a drive, I have kind of the opportunity to do that, and we can talk about life a little more. And so we wrote this song called Can We Go for a Drive? Yeah. You took me out to drive when I was 13. I almost hit that mailbox, clipped a curve on 24th Street. You were scared to death, cursing under your breath, but you smiled and laughed at me. Yeah, you took me out to drive when I was 13. You never liked that good for nothing guy. I should've listened when you said that he would leave me out to dry. In the pouring rain, makeup running down my face till I saw your bright headlights. No, you never liked that good for nothing guy. Daddy, can we go for a drive? I got a little something weighing on my mind. I can't look you in the eyes. All I really need is to sit here side by side. Something about this Silverado. Damn if I know why I can't just lie. Can we go for a drive? Daddy, can we go for a drive? Day before I took off and hit the road, it broke your heart in half, but you said I had to go. I said one more drive before you say goodbye, 'cause it won't be the same alone. Yeah, the day before I took off and hit the road, I said, Daddy, can we go for a drive? I got a little something weighing on my mind. I can't look you in the eyes. All I really need is to sit here side by side. Something about this Silverado. Damn if I know why I can't just lie. Can we go for a drive? Daddy, can we go for a drive? Now I found the one who came to you and asked you for my hand, but you set the bar and changed his heart, so I'll ask you while I can. Daddy, can we go for a drive? I got a little something weighing on my mind. I can't look you in the eyes. All I really need is to sit here side by side. Something about this Silverado. Damn if I know why I can't just lie. Can we go for a drive? Daddy, can we go for a drive?
Love that. Love that.
Thank you. I'm
You
planning
did
on
great.
surprising my dad with that, so it's very hush hush right now.
Okay. Well, look, as a father of 2 daughters, I loved it. I loved it.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm going to surprise him with that one. I'm going to try and release that one by Father's Day, I think, do an acoustic of that and release it for him. So, yeah.
So he's not heard it.
He's not heard it. He's back in Kansas, right? And I haven't seen him. I didn't feel right just sending him like a work tape of it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get into the studio ASAP and put it out hopefully a little bit before Father's Day.
That would be what would be really cool is if you go up there after you have it done and go for a drive and put it on the radio.
Right? I know.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking that.
All right. I love that. Thank you so much, Jadynce, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. This has been so fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm gonna bring Miss Lauren up here for the last one, and guys, I know we're 8 o'clock. I'll be moving the ladies down in a minute, but we have to give the ladies their time. They have done such an incredible job tonight. So if you guys will bear with me for a few minutes, we're gonna let Lauren play us out, and then after the song, make sure everybody stays on. I just want to say thank you one more time to you guys. So, Lauren, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Kipper, again for having me on. This was so sweet. This actually was a really fun round. So this song, I'm not really a love songwriter. This is probably the closest thing I got to one. But specifically, I wanted to write a love song for those of us that came from broken homes, because we kind of get overlooked. We don't really have a good footing on like what love is supposed to look like. So it doesn't make us any less deserving of it whenever we do find it. So I also wrote this with Jessica and Eric. This is called Two Broken Houses. The white on our white picket fence needs a fresh coat of paint. We won't find our family portraits hanging up in frames. Holidays were always spent at more than just one place. There were no Sunday dinners where we would sit and all say grace. It didn't take too long before we struck out on our own. Left behind our baggage just to find new ways to cope. Spent a lot of sleepless nights with bottles and bathroom floors. Well, now I know that we don't want rock bottom anymore. I might not be an angel, you might not be a saint. We may not know what love is, but we sure know what it ain't. But you don't have to carry all these pieces all alone. 'Cause two broken houses make a home. Slamming doors and empty halls are what we used to see. And sweeping secrets under the rug just to make it look all clean. History repeats itself even though it isn't right. But we don't have to give up just because we had a fight. I might not be an angel, you might not be a saint. We may not know what love is, but we sure know what it ain't. But you don't have to carry all these pieces all alone. 'Cause two broken houses make a home. Oh, we don't have to carry all these pieces all alone. 'Cause two broken houses make a home. Let's take our two broken houses and make a home. The white on our white picket fence needs a fresh coat of paint.
Love it. So many people can feel that one in their hearts, I guarantee. So, been there myself, broken home, seen it happen many times, and I think I've heard you play that song out. That is such a pretty song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't cry this time, so I'm proud of myself.
I didn't see you cry the last time, but I just want to say this first hour has been so much fun. Lauren, Rose, Thayer, Elisabeth, Ann, Jadynce, Jean, thank you, ladies, so much for being part of the Nashville Sound Writers Round. And honestly, I think the three of you kind of just meeting officially this time, I see a really powerhouse co-write in the works between the three of you. Just saying, I think the three of you could bring something really cool together. Love each one of you, love your sound, love your music, love your stories. And it's been an absolute honor to have the three of you on the show.
Thank you for having us. Seriously, this was so fun.
Thank you. I agree about the co-write. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm in town in April, so let's get something on the books.
Beautiful. All right, ladies, I will be lowering you down to the hangout below and bringing the guys up. So again, thank you so much. I will be, if I can get this done right. There we go. And one more. All right, now we're going to bring our fellas up for the night. Let me see, there's one. Forgetting y'all. Invite the... What's up, Collins?
What's up, dude? How you doing?
I am, oh, hold on. I may have just hit the wrong thing. There it is. I am doing fantastic. Woo. What an hour. The first hour, boys. You're gonna have to bring the shit because those girls just threw it down now.
Great songs.
That's all right. Yeah, that was good.
So welcome in Brody, Kean, Logan, Jarvis, and Collins Horton. So nice to have you guys on the show. If you guys aren't familiar out there who just come tuning in, this is the Nashville Sound Writers Round. I am the host, Kipper Lee. And this is when we bring some extremely talented folks from all over. Just so happens tonight, I think everybody is living in Nashville, but everybody comes from somewhere. So we're going to spend some time getting to know these guys a little bit. They're going to play some original songs, and they're going to tell us some stories behind those songs. Well, we're going to get things started right away. But first of all, I do want to say again, thank you to the Truck Yeah Hat Bar Company. Miss Renee and her daughter is a mother and daughter company that partner with us. They make custom trucker hats. So if you got a girls trip coming to Nashville, you've got a family reunion, wherever you need, they make some incredible hats. And it's a mom-daughter owned company, and they're fantastic. They're out of Lincoln, Nebraska, and just two sweet ladies. So give them a look. They give a discount to anybody that's part of the Nashville Sound Writers Round community. And we want to thank WFMC Jams. WFMC Jams, they have a radio station in northern Alabama and central Tennessee that hits those areas. They also have internet radio. They also have a Roku channel. And the beautiful part about that is they support independent artists by independent artists allowing them to submit music to them for free for all of their platforms. So we're super excited to be partnering with them. They're also working with us that hopefully in the near future, we will be having the Nashville Sound Writers Round will air live on TikTok, but we'll multicast other platforms, and Brian and Mark are helping us with that. So give special thanks to them. So make sure you hit that arrow in the bottom and repost and share this out so other folks can have the privilege of listening to these talented artists tonight. Tap on their face, give them a follow, because the best thing and easiest thing to do to support an artist is to follow them and with all their social medias as well as their music. We have the Nashville Sound Writers Round playlist on Spotify. All of these gentlemen have music that have been out there. It is now on the playlist. We're up to 137 songs on the playlist just from the 4 weeks of doing the Nashville Sound Writers Round. And I'm excited to have you guys in. Brody, meet Logan. Logan, meet Collins, vice versa. I don't know if you guys all know each other. I think a couple of you guys know each other, but I want to make sure to do the introduction at the beginning.
You here. Nice to meet you, Logan. Collins, what's up?
Good to meet you, Logan. Yeah, good to see you, brother.
All right. Well, we're going to get things kicked off right away. I'm going to go ahead and bring Mr. Brody up here. Let's see, pop you into the big screen. How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. How you been?
Good, man. I didn't think I'd seen Brody in a long time. It wasn't the last week. I've seen you twice around town. So.
Yep. I've been trying to be a lot of places, but lately I feel like I've been running into a lot of the same faces.
Yeah, well, that happens every once in a while, I think, in this town. So,
Such a small
but
town.
it is. Brody, so let us know a little bit about you. Where are you originally from?
I'm from Pasadena, Maryland.
Pasadena, Maryland. Okay. Now, whereabouts is Pasadena, just so I get an understanding?
So it's kind of like Central Maryland. So most people know Baltimore, and most people know Annapolis, where the Naval Academy is. I'm right between the two.
Okay. All right, cool. I got a lot of buddies from Maryland, so trying to make sure I pinpoint where. So Brody, how long have you been in Nashville?
Coming on 10 months.
10 months. All right. Yeah, you must have came moving right shortly after I did. I've been here a little bit over a year.
Yep.
So looking at your songwriting and the music you put out, where are your influences? Where do music influences come from?
So I think a lot of it is kind of a mix between my parents. So growing up, like riding to church, my mom listened to a lot of 2000s country, but a lot of like Jason Aldean and Brantley Gilbert. And my dad listened to a lot of rock. So kind of a very, very heavy influence on the 2000s rock and early like country. I don't remember my mom listening to too much like, which I enjoy it, but I don't remember it growing up. It was like George Strait or Merle Haggard. There wasn't a lot of older country in our house. So I basically grew up the 2000s music scene.
Okay. All right. No, hey, it was a good era of music. I grew up, I'm much older than you, so I grew up a little earlier than that. But so what's the dream? What's the goal?
I want to be able to make a living off this, like every musician hopes for. So as someone moving down here, I quit my big boy job to come chase the dream in Nashville, and trying to make things that I was doing back home kind of translate to here is a big learning curve, because it's not the same as every other town.
Oh yeah. There's incredible talent everywhere you turn around here, and everybody's fighting for some of the same stuff, which that's what the beauty of what we're trying to do with this show is. Let's help lift everybody all at the same time. Let's bring everybody on and support each other. So, I'm gonna be quiet a little bit and let you play a song for us and tell us a little bit about the song. Tell us kind of where it came from.
So I'm going to play one that's different from most of the things that I've recently been recording and writing. I wrote this song about a year ago with actually my wife, who has nothing to do with music, and my best friend and his wife. So the four of us, long story short, I moved down here and we bought 15 acres, and we're building 2 houses on that property. And that friend and I got into music together back in college. So he has no affiliation with the industry at all, but he still loves it. And we go back and forth, and I get his opinions on some things here and there. But we wrote this song about now that we're going to have our future forever home, kind of what it would feel like if you lost your significant other. So it kind of hit home moving down here. And actually this past week we broke ground on our driveway. So we actually can see if something were to happen to my wife, I can actually see where I'll be driving home to for the rest of my life.
Oh, wow.
So kind of hits home a little bit. The song's called Supposed to Be. It goes like this. Hey baby, I'm on my way. Left the porch light burning. Only about a mile or two, wishing I was coming back home to you. And it's been a hell of a day, but your voice, it keeps me going. I had to dial your line just one more time, 'cause you Me and a bottle of red on a porch swing, stuck in my head playing over and over again. I wish it never end, 'cause you and me were supposed to be forever. Now I'm here alone, wishing we were still together. Everything in this house still screams your name. Like the little notes all starting to fade. Side table with your coffee stain. The smell of your perfume on your pillowcase. These walls and all the memories they hold. Carry them with me till I'm gray and old. But this house won't feel like home. House won't feel like home. Damn near a year has passed. The kids still ask when you're coming back. And every time it hurts, I still can't find the words. 'Cause you and me were supposed to be forever. Now I'm here alone, wishing we were still together. Everything in this house still screams your name. Like little notes all starting to fade. Side table with your coffee stain. The smell of your perfume on your pillowcase. These walls and all the memories they hold. I'll carry them with me till I'm gray and old. This house won't feel like home. This house won't feel like home. Like the little notes all starting to fade. Side table with your coffee stain. The smell of your perfume on your pillowcase. 'Cause you and me were supposed to be forever. Now I'm here alone, wishing we were still together. Everything in this house still screams your name. Like little notes all starting to fade. Side table with your coffee stain. The smell of your perfume on your pillowcase. These walls and all the memories they hold. Carry them with me till I'm gray and old. But this house won't feel like home. This house won't feel like home.
Man, that's a deep song right there, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, lot to think about. I don't even know if I could write a song like that, you know. Whew.
We got together on New Year's Eve last year, and we have a thing for espresso martinis. So we started making them, and as the night went on, we just started writing a song. And my wife was like, "Let's write one that makes you cry." So that's what we came up with.
Dude, that's crush. That's a great song, brother. Really, really like that. And congratulations on breaking ground.
Thank you. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, man. All right. Let's bring Mr. Logan up here. How's it going, Logan? Jarvis?
What's going on, brother? How are you, man?
I'm good. How you been? Keeping busy?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm staying busy, man. I just want to say thank you, dude, for doing all the legwork for all of us. I mean, you're a songwriter just like we are, and you've done all the legwork to put this thing together and to make it possible. And I just appreciate you. I know all that.
Look, I appreciate that. You know, I saw something that it was really talking to a couple. I was at the local one night talking to a couple from out of town.
Yeah.
And they're talking about how much they love the writers' rounds in Nashville, but don't have anything like that back at home. I was like, man, what if we could do something? That's kind of where this idea generated. And it's all you guys who, early on when I was reaching out saying, would you guys want to play? Who came on like, yeah, I'm in. And to the point now where literally I've got 3 young ladies who they get all the emails. They have control of the email or the website and the email, and people can apply to play there. So they manage it and pass it on to me. So it just got to be so much, which is great. That's what I want it to be. And, the goal is to help everybody get their name out there, to get their music out there, so more and more people have a chance to listen to it, because you guys are busting your humps every day, writing songs, playing gigs, playing rounds all over, and there's only a handful of people get to hear it. We don't have the labels behind you guys pushing your music. And we know the labels own all the playlists out there and all that kind of stuff. So, Nashville Sound Writers Round, darn it, we're going to help push every way we can. So I appreciate you.
Dude, you're telling all their secrets, man.
Oh, it's all over. It's all over TikTok and Instagram anyway. Everybody else telling their secrets. So, so Logan, where are you originally from, brother?
Man, so I'm from Franklin. So I'm from 20 minutes, 30 minutes south of Nashville. 45 now. So now that everybody's here, but it used to be a lot closer to Nashville than we are. But that's where I still live.
And depending on the time of day, could it be up to an hour and a half, depending?
Oh gosh, yeah.
So what made you get into music?
Yeah, I think the simple answer is I always loved music and I didn't want to do anything else. And so when I was a little kid, being from here, they had a little songwriting unit at our school, just because we were taking a field trip to the Country Music Hall of Fame, and me and my buddy, our song ended up being okay. They picked our song and a few others, and a guy got up there and put a melody to them and played them, because we just wrote little poems. We were probably 9 years old, and so I felt like I was well, maybe I have a little bit of a thing for music. And like I said, I didn't want to do a lot of other stuff, and my love for music, even as a fan, just grew more and more. And then for singing and playing and writing. So
cool.
Yeah.
Well, man, how about take it away? Play a song for us and tell us a little bit about that song.
Yeah, man, absolutely. This is a song. I wrote this song with my buddy Michael James, and it's not been easy for me. I think for a lot of people, songwriting is therapy. Just immediately, it's that's what it is right from the jump. And it was not that for me. For me, it was really just enjoyable. And it was kind of a challenge. And I liked trying to kind of make words fit and then learning how to find melodies and stuff. But it was not always therapy for me, just writing about myself. So you kind of have to learn how to do that if it doesn't come naturally. And so my buddy Michael James really just kind of helped me walk into this and helped me write a song really for me, not a song that we could pitch to anybody else. It's really just for me. And he kind of, like I said, he taught me how to do that. I'm so thankful. And so we wrote this song probably a couple months ago, and it's just about where you're at, man, when your decisions are just poor, when you're just making bad choices, man, and you just think it doesn't affect anybody but you, but that's never how it works. Sin don't really work that way, as they say. And so this song's called Time Will Tell, but I'm thankful Jesus walked me out of there, man. But this is kind of this was the low point that we wrote it about. So hope you guys like it. I shatter my own heart again. I spread to pieces on the floor. Sometimes I have to wonder if I'm someone God wants anymore. Think back to when I was younger, when the sky was a little more blue. Innocents are replaced by monsters. Sometimes I don't know what to do, 'cause I'm lonely. I'm running towards a temporary home, but I know me, and I can't keep it together for very long. And I'm burning, trapped in a prison I went and found. I feel worthless. Only time will tell if I make it out. That devil ain't no friend of mine, but he knocks on my door late at night, acts like he knows who I really am. I fall for it most of the time. I drown in the well I drank from, shaky hands filling up that cup. Man in the mirror, who is this guy? I don't like who I've become, 'cause I'm lonely, running towards a temporary home. And I know me, and I can't keep it together for very long, and I'm burning, trapped in a prison I went and found, feeling worthless. Only time will tell if I make it out. I've got one prayer left, or I'm hopeless again. And I'm lonely, but I'm running towards a temporary home. And I know me, yeah, I can't keep it together for very long, but I'm burning, trapped in a prison I went and found, feel worthless. Only time will tell if I make it out.
Oh, great song, man.
Thank
Like, I think we've all been there and had those moments in life that we kind of look back, and I always say I don't regret anything I've ever done in my life, the good or the bad, because it's maybe who I am today. But you know, we've all had them. That's for darn sure. So
Yeah, everybody's been at the bottom, man.
yep, and everybody's bottom's different. So
Yep.
all right, bro, let's get Mr. Collins Horton up here. Collins, how's it going, man?
Good, man. How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. Collins, you're just coming back from a little trip in Greenville, South Carolina, playing some show over there, right?
Yeah, we were in Greenville Thursday night for we were calling it Nashville Songwriter Takeover. But yeah, a place called Swanson's, really cool place. And then we drove over to Waltersboro, South Carolina, which was like stepping back in time 200 years. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Charleston, South Carolina, or Mount Pleasant, South Carolina before I moved over here, and spent many times in all those areas. I saw some of the pictures and stuff you had on social media. I was like, oh, yeah, I think I know that around that area.
All those old live oaks. Yeah, it's gorgeous out there.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Well, Collins, where are you originally from, brother?
I'm from, it's called Brandon, Mississippi, which is next to the Ross Barnett Reservoir. So central Mississippi.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long you been in Nashville?
I think it was 4 years this January.
Okay.
Yeah. So still cutting my teeth too.
Yeah. They say it's a 10-year town, and I think it's for some of us it takes longer. Who knows? But your musical influences, brother. Like, where'd they come from?
Man, I'm all over the place. Growing up, my dad wasn't a country guy at all, but a lot of like Steely Dan, who else? Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Mm-hmm.
He did like John Prine. And then when I started getting into my own taste of music, besides 90 countries, which I grew up in, listened to a lot of rock. Back then it had bands like Hoobastank and Creed, Fuel, Nickelback. All those were really kind of booming back then. So it was a good era for some rock music. Foo Fighters, a lot of cool stuff. And but as far as like my personal taste, I like Chris Christopherson, Cash. I know those are kind of very cliche answers, but John Prine. I love storytellers. So anybody that's a storyteller, I'm in.
Well, I think we'll be able to hear tonight in your songs. I've had the privilege to listen to you many times over the last year at least, and I know you're very good with words and painting that picture out there. So, what's the dream, brother? What's the goal?
Quit my day job. I'm working towards that every day. But yeah, I mean, I'm full time as a home inspector, which I enjoy my job. I got, if I had to do that the rest of my life, I can think of a lot of worse things to do. But yeah, I mean, the goal is to ultimately end up in a pub deal. Would love to push the artistry side of things. Don't care to ever play a stadium. It'd be cool, but playing a Ryman is I don't know if you can tell, that's the rhyming and on the wall back there. So I look at that every day as a reminder to be there one day. So.
Yeah, it's a heck of a picture board to have there to remind yourself. That's for sure. Well, brother, start us off. Tell us a little bit about the song and play one for us.
I wouldn't say this is a bashing ladies, but it is kind of the other side of maybe a bad breakup. When I first moved to town, I had some people had told me, said, never write a song that bashes women, but women bash men all the time. And so I try to flirt with that line without getting in trouble, kind of tell the other side of the story. But this one, wrote this with Jay Ford. I haven't played it much since we wrote it. I guess you could say it's a lot of me in this song. A lot of it hits home, but anybody who's ever been kind of in a toxic relationship and felt like it was never really fully reciprocated, that's kind of what this is about. But loving them enough to let them go and move on in life. But anyway, I wrote this with Jay Ford. It's called Love Letter. Love letter, pick the diamond ring, paint the kitchen pink. The house we bought we didn't need. Put my dog in the yard, turn these walls into bars when we couldn't seem to agree on anything. My love letter, win every fight to keep the peace, 'cause I was always wrong, she was always right. Called me all the names she never heard me say, and cussed the things she couldn't change. And then she walked away. I should have seen it come, should have seen all the signs, but when you're blinded by love, it's hard to read between the lines. She tore out all the pages of a heart, poured out on paper. I tried my best to keep her, and I've tried, but I can't hate her. If she thinks moving on is for the better, then I'll let my love let her. My love letter, keep the king-size bed. I took the couch instead, where I slept most every night. She never thought I cared if it wasn't fair, but maybe this time I just might let her go and say goodbye. Should have seen it come, should have seen all the signs, but when you're blinded by love, it's hard to read between the lines. She tore out all the pages of a heart, poured out on paper. Tried my best to keep her, and I've tried, but I can't hate her. If she thinks moving on is for the better, then I'll let my love let her. It's not that I don't miss her, it's not that I don't care. It's all here in black and white, the words she'll never hear. Should have seen it come, should have seen all the signs, but when you're blinded by love, it's hard to read between the lines. She tore out all the pages of a heart, poured out on paper. Tried my best to keep her. I've tried, but I can't hate her. If she thinks moving on is for the better, if she thinks moving on is for the better, then I'll let my love let her. something like that.
Hey, I love that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love those songs that just have different meanings. They have different parts, different words that have different, or have same word has different meanings. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So, I mean, man, you got like 3 different meanings to the letter in that song. I love that.
Yeah, you gotta get clever, I guess, sometimes.
That's right. Sometimes clever works, man. That's for sure. So that was a good one, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, brother. Let's bring it back up here. All right, I'm gonna ask you like I asked some of the girls earlier. Anytime on stage, you ever have an embarrassing moment?
It was a handful of years ago. I completely forgot the words of my own song opening up for somebody.
I think that's happened to all of us.
I mean, so it's a little harder when there's absolutely nobody around you. It's just you and a guitar. You should really know your own songs. I learned that pretty quick. So definitely a lesson learned.
I had one of the biggest opportunities of my life in a room with Grammy award-winning artists, and I completely had a brain fart. I couldn't think of the words. I couldn't think of the melody first. I was like, oh, okay, then I forgot the melody and forgot the words. And I was like, yep, no, pass the guitar. Go ahead. So
It wasn't my time. That was it.
this was not my time, that's for sure. So, all right, brother. Well, hey, take it away. Tell us another story to the next song.
Well, I'm going to play. So this will be my next single coming out. And I'm back and forth with a producer right now, trying to get the right mix that I want. So I don't have a date for it yet, but as soon as I can get it out, I'm going to push it. It's called Black and White, and a little different from Collins's Same Word, Different Meanings. This is a very straightforward song that most of us can relate to. My dad's very old school growing up, and he kind of raised me with a lot of the same values and morals. And he told me one time, never throw the first punch, but you better throw the last. And that mentality is kind of what the 90s embodies. So I was very lucky to have grown up on the tail end of when things were still good. So the song's called Black and White. It goes like this. Grew up in black and white. Yeah, there were different times. Cowboys on the TV running wild like Bonnie and Clyde. Learned from a young boy with my 6-shooter from R.Us Toys. Talk low, talk slow, don't say too much. You'll be alright. Ain't nothing like a little True Grit on the TV. Y'all hear me? We were born on the vinyl, raised on survival. We were sent out into the world just to find our way back again. Let loose with a hammer and a nail. Learn a lesson when all else fails. Stick to your guns when the morning sun comes up. Yeah. No matter where you come from, hell, if you're my kind, we were raised in black and white. We learned, never throw the first punch if you can. Better finish while the good Lord can. If you're getting knocked down, best get back up and let them know they're gonna catch these hands. We were born on the vinyl, raised on survival. We were sent out into the world just to find our way back again. Let loose with a hammer and a nail. Learn a lesson when all else fails. Stick to your guns when the morning sun comes up. Yeah. No matter where you come from, hell, if you're my kind, we were raised in black and white. Daddy said, buy dirt if you can, for the rich man paves that land.
Earn what you get and you get what you need, and you build it with your bare hands. We were born on the vinyl, raised on survival. We were sent out into the world just to find our way back again. Let loose with a hammer and a nail. Learn a lesson when all else fails. Stick to your guns, the morning sun comes up. Yeah, no matter where you come from, hell, if you're my kind, we were raised in black and white. We were raised in black and white. Yeah, man. That's a Gen X song right there.
I'll take it because I'm you call an elder millennial. So
Yeah, no, it's I'm Gen X, and I get a lot of TikToks. So I'll check out these lives. I follow these guys who are big Gen Xers, and it's so funny. A lot of the talk is about things we're like when we were younger, and drinking out the hose. You didn't go inside. You're out playing all day, and you got in a fight. You fought, and then it was over. And most of the time, you shook hands afterwards and moved on. And it's not like this generation's out there today that just like to cause problems, and they're the victim of everything out there. So, but if you're listening and I pissed you off, sorry. There's other shows, but I don't hold back on that stuff anymore. So I'm lucky. I've got two daughters, 20 and 22, and they know they act the same way as I am. They were raised the right way. So I appreciate that song, brother.
thank you.
Yeah, let's bring Logan back up here. Logan, I got to drop the same question for you, man. Embarrassing moment on stage.
Golly.
The girls had some good ones, man.
Yeah, I think Brody said forgetting the words. I mean, I feel like that's like my thing. That's like my calling card, I feel like. So don't feel bad about that. No, this is the most embarrassing. I mean, like telling jokes and nobody laughs, and you're just like, I mean, so much of that. The one that kind of comes to mind right off the bat is one time I forgot the words to the chorus the third time around. And to this day, I've never figured out how that happened. I sang the chorus through twice, and on the third chorus, complete blank. And I was like, I do not know the words. And I had to just say that into the microphone. I was like, I guess that's all for that one.
Well, it depends on where you're playing, because if it's a real loud bar and nobody's halfway paying attention, you really could sing any words you wanted, and they wouldn't even realize, as long as there's words and a melody.
There was 4 people in the room, and one of them were running sound. So
Okay. Shoot. Yeah, I think we've all been there, brother.
yeah, that's
But hey, man, drop us another one and remember all the words.
Yeah. For sure. This is the first song that I put out. I wrote this with my buddy Tyler Chase, and we were just trying to really do something different that day. And it started out, we're kind of writing in one direction, then I felt like we were kind of writing in another direction, but we were like, let's just keep changing it and changing it and changing it. And this is what we came up with, and it's called First Time, so I hope you dig it. One day we're gonna look back, this won't be worth it. We put a stop to us to ease the hurting. But you've got a way of making this thing feel brand new. And I misplaced real good reasons to stay away from you. Oh, you make it feel like the first time when I ain't even ready. Back when your mystery was still so sexy. Making this innocent before we got messy. Make it feel like when we know that it's heavy. Wishing I knew how you made wrong feel so right. You wind up living rent free in my mind. Another pic at the bar with some new guy from the feed on my phone to your front porch light. Cause you always call me up. Moving on, get some done for the night. Yeah, you make it feel like the first time. pin a blue ribbon to my back for the way that I missed all of your red flags. I see the light when you're gone for a while, a surge on your return and the world goes black. I can't see all the bruises you left. I start to forget about the tears I've cried. If I've ever said never again, and I sure couldn't tell you that I never lied. Oh, you make it feel like the first time when I ain't even ready. Back when your midstream was still so sexy, making this innocent like before it got messy. You make it feel like when we know that it's heavy. Wishing I knew. Hey, you made wrong feel so right. You wind up living rent free in my mind. Another pic at the bar with some new guy from the feed on my phone to your front porch light. Cause you always call me up. Moving on, get some done for the night. Yeah, you make it feel like the last scene on a silver screen. I'm running down the tarmac before you can leave. All our broken pieces make a perfect fit. I wanna try again. When you make it feel like the first time I ain't even ready. Back when the midstream was still so sexy, making this innocent like before it got messy. Make it feel like when we know that it's heavy. Wishing I knew how you made wrong feel so right. You wind up living rent free in my mind. I pick at the bar with some new guy from the feed on my phone to your front porch light. Cause you always call me up. Moving on, get some done for love night. Yeah, you make it feel like the first time.
Yeah, man. Dig that. I couldn't sing that fast.
I was gonna say, if you forget those words, you can't just make something up. Ain't no way.
The thing about it is, it's just memorized. Like I can't pick up in the middle of it. That's what I've noticed.
Exactly.
It's just total blackout.
That was good, brother.
Thanks,
That
guys.
was good.
Yeah.
Really catchy.
Yeah, it does. Nice melody to it.
Mm-hmm.
Collins, all right. You've been on some stages. You got to have a couple of embarrassing moments here or there.
I was thinking, I mean, besides kind of what's already been mentioned, you know, forgetting a lyric or telling a joke that falls flat. I can't really, I've had some major like tuning catastrophes where this Gibson will, every once in a while, it just goes into, I guess my tuners are slipping, but either way. That's always fun and embarrassing trying to, you know, tune when you feel like all the eyes are watching on you.
Mm-hmm.
But no, nothing I can say like somebody showed me their boobs or anything like that.
Yeah, I said the girls had some interesting things.
Yeah. Yeah, those were some great stories. Yeah, nothing too crazy besides the everyday, you know, things you're gonna see.
Yeah, well, give it time. I'm sure it'll happen.
That's right. That's right.
What you got for us, brother?
It's a song I've been playing this a lot lately because been thinking about my dad a lot, and you know, like you're talking about being Gen X and being at a certain point in life. You know, you kind of get close to that halfway point. You start seeing the world, or over the halfway point, you start seeing the world definitely a lot differently. You start realizing that, not to sound too sad, but you kind of start realizing that you're counting down, not up anymore. And, you know, like when it really got put in perspective, I saw something and I did the practice, but it's like, you know, think about how many times you see your family, you know, your parents, your family, whoever. And then, you know, factor in their age and average age and, you know, that a year, like how many years, you know, how many more visits. So when you look at it that way, it certainly hits you in a whole different kind of weight that, you know, you're kind of in the last season, so to speak, as my dad would even say it, like I'm entering the last season. So anyway, I had him on my mind and I had this idea and would always want to kind of write something for Dad. But Brody McKinney and I told him about this idea, and he loved it, so we chased it. But it's about kind of seeing your dad. When I went home this past holiday, I saw my dad different. You know, I saw him as an older man, starting to see him, you know, losing strength and taking more naps than he ever did, kind of deal, you know. And yeah, so the weight of that just kind of hit me. So anyway, we sat down and wrote this, but it's called Getting Older. Saw him yesterday. He was doing great. His hands were steady. And he don't work no more, but he'd be right out that door if Mom would let him. He's hanging on the hugs a little longer. He won't dare admit he's getting older. Someday, too soon he'll be gone. Now I'll be wishing I went back home a little more than I did. But maybe I've been taking time for granted, but I'm finally understanding that even my Superman won't live forever. I know deep down heaven's getting closer to the old man getting older. And these days he don't say much, but when he does, I love to listen. He don't have to say it out loud, 'cause I can tell he's proud by the way he's grinning. Someday, too soon he'll be gone. Now I'll be wishing I went back home a little more than I did. Maybe I've been taking time for granted, but I'm finally understanding that even my Superman won't live forever. I know deep down heaven's getting closer to the old man getting older. Someday, too soon he'll be gone. Now I'll be wishing I went back home a little more than I did. Maybe I've been taking time for granted, but I'm finally understanding that even my Superman won't live forever. I know deep down heaven's getting closer, and if I could, I'd stop time and start it over for the old man getting older. The old man getting older.
Yeah, man. Love that song. It hits home.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's funny. Every time I talk to my dad, it seems like he's getting another thing lasered or another little surgery or something going on, and just always you just wonder every day. You know, it's tough to think about, but it's a part of, I guess, what we have to deal with as the kids.
You know, and I had the thought too, man. I mean, how blessed are we to get to watch them get older? You know what I mean? I've got so many buddies that lost their dads, 10 years ago. So the fact that you get to watch them is truly a blessing. As hard as it is, it's a blessing.
Oh yeah. Same thing. I lost my mom. It's been, gosh, at least 10 years ago now. But yeah, see, my dad he gets older and he'll still keep going. I always joke my dad was Dustin Hoffman from Meet the Fockers. That's who my dad is.
That's awesome.
It even looks a little bit like him, but it's his personality. You see it slowing down a little bit, and man, it's tough. But I love that song, brother.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. All right, Brody. And I apologize, we're going over a little bit tonight, guys. But you heard some of them stories the girls were telling. You can't just slow that down.
It's like another. I have a story, but not really embarrassing for me. It was kind of embarrassing for the person that tried to throw it at me.
Okay.
So I played a show back home, and I was opening for somebody, and it was about a 2,000 person crowd, and this girl decided during my set she was going to message me on Instagram, and it was some little bit of descriptive of, my God, what those hands would do. So during my set, I also sang my wedding song that my wife let me write, and another song that was strictly about my wife. And also during my set, that girl backtracked and sent me another message. Oh my God, I realize you're married. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. I hope you guys get a great laugh out of this. And on the way home, my wife and I are just cracking up reading it in the car because I just got like a chance to check my phone. And, to this day, I can't not tell that story when someone asks, like, what's the wildest thing that's ever happened to you? Probably that. It was a pretty descriptive message.
Oh, good. That's good. Well, hey, Brody, where can we find you on social media and your music out there?
So I'm BRODYKEAN everywhere. Instagram and TikTok are Brody Kean Music. Everywhere else, I'm just Brody Kean, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only one, so I come up pretty quick.
Okay, all right. And if anybody in here, if you haven't clicked on them and gave them a follow right now, make sure you do that tonight. Again, easiest way to support an artist is give them a follow. And when you go on Spotify and you take that song and you pre-save it, or you put it to a playlist, your favorites, whatever it is, make sure you click that follow button on there too. Follow them everywhere. So it's the easiest way to support. So, all right, brother, play us one more and tell us a little bit about it.
Well, this is I'm gonna play a somewhat newer one. I wrote with my buddy Keegan Glenn, and it's kind of a love song in a way that I haven't written any in a little while, and we decided let's write something that everyone's like, I live this crazy life, but also like in any instant we could all be gone, anybody, any day. So let's write something about if you had something worth dying for. So this song is called Something Worth Dying For, and it's kind of about meeting somebody that saved you from your old life. It goes like this. Always been one for doing what I shouldn't do, chasing a thrill, but I always knew I was playing a losing game, living a life with one foot in the grave and the other one well on its way. You came along just looking to save a loaded gun on the run, stuck in his ways, a renegade, causing pain. Ain't no reason to change till you brought me to sober, showed me the light, heart in your head. Now I'm out of the fight. I was heading towards dying the way I was living before, till I found something worth dying for. drinking to numb it away. My reputation was turning my name into something you can't even say. That didn't stop you from saving a loaded gun on the run. Stuck in this ways, a renegade, causing pain. Ain't no reason to change till you brought me to sober, showed me the light. Heart in your hand, now I'm out of the fight. I was heading towards dying the way I was living before, till I found something worth dying for. Always been one for doing what I shouldn't do. There's a better way. You made it easy to choose. For a loaded gun on the run, stuck in my ways, a renegade, causing pain. Ain't no reason to change till you brought me to sober, showed me the light. Heart in your hand, now I'm out of the fight. I was heading towards dying the way I was living before, till I found something worth dying for. Till I found something worth dying for.
Yeah, man. That's a hell of a love song right there. What girl would not want to hear that? So, Brody, man, I appreciate you being on the show, and I'll ask you to stick around the end when I'll bring everybody back up, and just want to give some special thanks again at the end. So thank you for being on, brother. Great music as always. And I got to say, you guys, I don't think you've ever sounded as good as you do tonight. I'm just saying.
Comfort in your bedroom. That's it.
That's right. At home, nobody's sitting really in front of you or anything like that. So, but all right. Yeah, brother. Logan, tell us where everybody can find you, find your music, and all that.
Yeah, I've probably got to do some aligning on my social media, but if you found me here, this is the hardest one to find me. I think this is like Log Dog J or something. I think I made this up when I was like 20 years old or whatever. But my Instagram is the best place to find me. That's Logan_Jarvis. My YouTube is just Logan Jarvis, and it's a lot of the same stuff across the board: Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whatever. So.
Okay. But hey, follow it on every place helps, man. That's the way it is. And that's the crazy thing is in industry is now is that these big labels and stuff are looking at what kind of following and what kind of support you've got out there from your followers, and that's where a lot of it comes from. So that's where part of developing this was to help grow that for everybody. And so yeah, I'm just aligning. Hey, mine were all over the place back in the day too, so I get that. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
So, if they wanted you, they'll find you.
That's right.
All right, place one, brother.
Man, I want to say too, Brody, great job, man. Your feel for melody is like your chorus melodies are crazy. And Colin's your guy that I've looked up to for a while. Oh, you don't know that, but you've always been a dude that a lot of people that I love and love writing with, they're like, that's the dude right there. That's the guy. So freak show or whatever. So I'm honored to be with you guys. And Kipper, thanks for having us, man. But this song, I wrote this song pretty much just trying to. I felt like I had three chords and I didn't have the truth. Kind of similar to the first song as I was talking about, and so I tried to just write exactly what I was feeling, and just had to pray my way through this song. Really, it felt like it was so tough to really say what I was trying to say, which comes so naturally for some people, but. I'm thankful that the Lord helped me get it out and get it to Gregory Allen, and he helped me finish it up. And so yeah, the song's called Hollow. So I'm hoping to put this one out next. So. This golden truck is dodging curves, tires rolling slow. My speakers only know the words of a heartbroken Jones. For about the last 40 nights, a dinging text from my brother says, "Are you alright?" Yeah, I'm getting lost, trying to find where I went wrong. I'm asking God why He didn't stop me from falling deeper. 'Cause you only leave, your pattern wasn't hard to follow. You leave my world so hollow, empty as a tank from the throttle. Echoes like last night's bottle, dead as my checking in column. My life is feeling like a wasteland, just taking up space. Man, I gave you that place in my heart, and then you leave it here hollow. Can't get you candid about what you really want with me, so I back away. But anytime that I start to leave, you're at the top of my messages, asking if I'm up for grabbing beverages. Well, you've got it good, but you love like a runaway, so I cut you off. That takes all the fun away. You start to cry, I'm up all night. You say you're praying for me, well, it's about time. 'Cause you always leave me so hollow, empty as a tank from the throttle. Echoes like last night's bottle, dead as my checking in column. My life is feeling like a wasteland, just taking up space. Man, I gave you that place in my heart, and then you leave it here hollow, and then you leave it here hollow. No more sitting and staring and wearing it when you don't show like you swear you would. This time I'm gone and gone for good. You leave my world so hollow, empty as a tank from a throttle. Echoes like last night's bottle laying on the table, dead as that checking in call that I made. Oh, my life is feeling like a wasteland, just taking up space. Man, I gave you that place in my heart, and then you leave it here hollow.
Yeah, man. Great song, great lyrics. Holy crap.
Thank you, brother.
There's a lot of great lyrics in that, man. That's great.
Thank you, fellas. I appreciate it.
There's been some serious songs tonight, guys, and I appreciate it, man. I love the lyrics. If you guys know me, I mentioned earlier, like I play out a lot of fun stuff, but I write a lot of deep stuff, and I just don't like to play that out as often. And I love it when people play it out because it just puts me in some really cool places emotionally and mentally. So I appreciate it, brother. Logan, thank you for being a part of the Nashville Soundwriter Round, bro.
Absolutely.
We're gonna bring Collins up here for one more. And Collins, tell us where we can find your social media and music and all that.
Yeah, they're all Collins Horton Music or in some variation of it. Some have underscores, some have dashes. But yeah, it's Collins Horton Music. Luckily, with a name like Collins, there aren't many of us. So usually if you put in Collins, it's towards the top. But yeah, Collins Horton Music on all platforms. Yeah.
No, I appreciate it, brother. And Logan, I have to mirror what you said about Collins. Like, for the first time I saw this guy play, there's just something about this dude. I even joked about one of your posts. I called you Big Sexy at that. Big Sexy. I was like, from now on, I'm just calling him Big Sexy because this guy, man, when he plays on stage, it's just so calm. I've never seen somebody just so calm when he play, and just the way they put the emotion out in the words and the lyrics. And I don't know if you're going to play it, but there's one song I mention to you every time that you play. I love, and I know it's a personal song for you.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you had planned on playing tonight. If not, the next time we have you on, I'll ask for you to play it.
Are you referring to the one about the Bible?
Yes, sir.
I was gonna play it. Yeah.
All right. I love this song.
Yeah. Before I do, Kipper, I just want to, thank you for having me on here. I echo what was said earlier, like, building out another platform for all of us songwriters to try to get our name out there and our songs heard, because it's what we do it. I do have to tell y'all a cool story, because I think if anything, it was a great kind of boost to energy for me. We were playing that show in South Carolina, and afterwards this guy walks over, and I could tell like he had been in tears. And he came over, and they apparently were walking by, and he heard this song, and he said, and I just knew right then and there, he's like, I had to walk in that door and find out where that's coming from. But it was a song about the one I'm about to play, and he's ex-military, and he's really wrestling a lot with his faith, and knowing he needs to make some changes in life, but really struggling with it. And sat there and talked to him, talked to his wife. But the point is like, that's why we do it, man. I mean, even that one person, like, just to know something that you've had to carry as a burden, or experience in life, somebody else has felt that same way, so it's finding them, along the way, and being able to connect through music, which is the coolest thing about it. Which is why I love music and I love songwriting. Is if I've experienced it, somebody else out there has, so yeah. But this one is, to your point, this one definitely touches home for me in a lot of ways. Number one, it's kind of based on my grandfather. He was a Baptist pastor in Louisiana, and he, as I tell people, he passed up a job with Walt Disney as a cartoonist to go into seminary. And he served in seminary over 60 years, his whole career. And when he passed away, I got one of his Bibles. And I'm down in my basement. If I were upstairs, I'd show you. But I had that Bible sitting on the entrance table of my living room. One of my older sisters, Lacey, came into town after I bought this house to help me kind of settle in, make it look a little more homey than a guy is capable of doing. And so anyway, she saw it. She said, man, I never got one of Papa's Bibles. And I said, well, I want you to have it. It would mean more to me to know that you have it. And if you know that sister, she can talk through biblical verses and stories. It's amazing, the knowledge. And so anyway, and then I was sitting right here in this very basement, and one night I'd been wrestling with this idea, and then it just finally kind of fell out. And pretty much wrote it that night, stayed up until the wee hours of the morning. And then last year, sister got diagnosed, same sister, Lacey, got diagnosed with breast cancer. Of course, first reaction is panic, and, and then we were all very quickly reminded of our grandfather, in the sense of his favorite Bible verse has always been Ecclesiastes 3:11, and is God has made everything beautiful in his time. And so the stress is on in his time. We're so eager all the time to want to know how it's going to work out, but that doesn't require faith. Faith requires us to, have the conviction of the things that haven't happened yet, to know that he's going to make sure it all happens. So anyway, and then, we raised over $30,000 for her in less than 3 months, and basically in one night, to cover all the medical expenses. And God was so great in that moment of what could have been panic and stress. And we all just kind of surrendered it to him and said, God, we know you're going to see this through. You're going to help us raise the money. And it was just, every time you looked up, it's just felt like God was there doing something, to make it almost felt painless, and just effortless. So it's just kind of neat that this song has kind of become kind of an anthem for my family, at least. And that Bible is when I went to see Lacey after she had her surgery in her living room. She's got that Bible under a glass case to keep the dust off of it. And it's opened up to the book of Ecclesiastes. So it's pretty neat. Just the way the, full circle moment in life. So, but yeah, Brody, Logan, man, pleasure, guys. Kind words, Logan. Thank you. Both of you guys, big fans. You write truth. That's what we're here to do, right? So, but anyway, this is it's about my grandfather's Bible, and it's called "Hold You Together." Found it on his nightstand by a photo of him and Mom on their wedding day. That front cover's torn and tattered, years of notes written on each page. Stuck there in the gospel between Matthew and John, I found that letter. He started out, my only son. Everything beautiful in its time, so just let him go and let the good Lord drive. Well, I hope you know, son, I think you do. God's got a big plan for you, and this book gets you through any weather. I know it's falling apart, but it'll hold you together. He was always right there in the kitchen, and this good book when night came down. His favorite verse, it's still missing. The sister cut it out and pinned it on her wedding gown. Everything is beautiful in its time, so just let him go, let the good Lord drive. Well, I hope you know, son, I think you do. And God's got a big plan for you, and this book get you through any weather. I know it's falling apart, but it'll hold you together. And if you read it close, you see how a father loves a son. So till you're up here with me, boy, I'll be waiting up. 'Cause everything is beautiful in its time, so just let him go, let the good Lord drive. Well, I hope you know, son, I think you do. God's got a big plan for you, and this book gets you through any weather. I know it's falling apart, but it'll hold you together. It'll hold you together. He'll always hold you together.
Yeah, man. Woo. It's maybe one of my favorite songs of all time. I mean, I
appreciate that.
I even talked to you one night at the local. I'd almost invest to get that song out there in the world, brother. It is so good.
Well, thank you. It's been pitched and it hadn't been picked up, but I tell you a funny story about my grandfather, just to kind of end that, is he loved music. He's a great piano player, and I got that from my mom's side. She grew up playing church piano. But anyway, when he'd come in town, number one, he didn't think I'd ever be able to learn to play guitar because I taught myself. And but anyway, he'd come in town and I'd play songs that I wrote like when I was in high school and college. And he'd always get mad at the end of one. He'd be like, all right, quit playing that secular stuff and play some hymnals, play some Christian, church music. And so I think that is one song that he would be okay with it not being a hymnal. And so.
Hey. First of all, I just got to say, just if you haven't seen the comments, Brittany said amazing, and Rick, that was amazing. That may be the best song I've ever heard in my life, dude.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Rick.
So, and I want to thank, everybody that came in. I know, Rick, you've been around for a long time this evening and watching the show, and I appreciate you guys so much for being on. I mean, I think the world of the three of you and your music and your abilities, and not just the songwriting, but the artistry itself. And I could just so thankful you guys came on the show tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm going to drop you guys down, close out the show, and then end the night. It's been another amazing, Nashville Sound Writers Round. And while I drop you guys down, I'll get to close out everything out. Stick around for the last couple seconds if you want to. I want to give a special thanks to Lauren Rose Thayer, Elisabeth Ann, Jadynce Jean, Logan Jarvis, Brody Kean, and Collins Horton. All people that I've had the chance and privilege to see here in Nashville over and over and over again. If you get a chance to come to town, you might want to be following them on all their social media to see where they're playing. The Nashville Sound Writers Round is something that came out of a conversation with somebody that doesn't live here. And the fact that they love the idea of having music and what we do in Nashville and the Writers Round and hearing the stories. And unfortunately, we don't always get a chance or have the time to tell the stories behind the songs. You've got to get as many in that hour you're in. So this show came about to how can we help songwriters and artists get the music out there to other people and from all over the world. And we've had an amazing growth on this show. We've had people from all over the United States. And it's been awesome to be a part of. And I'm so blessed that talented people like we had tonight are part of this show. They make it. And it's just their stories and their songs make it. And I'm so thankful to everybody who played tonight and everybody that's played so far this year, or since we started the show. And next week, we've got another great lineup. We've got Maddie Rose, Eva Earnhardt. We have Carvin Walls. So if you don't know, that's a husband and wife duo, and they are fantastic. We've got Michael Listenby. We've got Kieran Hammond and Ryan Jacobs. So another great night of killer music. I'm so excited. If you're an artist or songwriter interested in playing the show, you can go to NashvilleSoundWritersRound.com, and there's a button there that says apply to play. It'll have all the information on there. It'll send it to the team. They dictate, they look at it, decide who gets to play, and then whoever plays, man, it comes to me. So I'm very blessed at that point. I'm seeing, hold on, let me see the comments here. What do you say? You need to take this on the road, brother. I tell you what, I would love to at some point. I know we've been asked to take over some rounds, and eventually we'll do that. We'll have the alumni come play the rounds. But right now, I want to make sure that we get this going so it helps the songwriters and the artists get their music out there and in different places they haven't been so far. And once we continue to do that and grow that, we'll definitely look on taking it on the road. Maybe the Circle Network will come and we'll wind up being an Opry show one day. That'd be a dream. But I just appreciate everybody who came in to play. Another great round next week. If you're not following these artists, make sure you're following them. Make sure you're listening to music. The Nashville Sound Writers Round actually has a playlist on Spotify, and you can actually go on there and every artist that has played, every song they have released is on there. And as they release new songs, we will add it to that playlist. So you can find them there. You can then click on their song, go to their page, follow them. And because every follow helps, as crazy as that sounds, that's what it's about these days. And the best thing you can do is go support live music, go support live original music. It's just, there's nothing like it out there. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who came in tonight. It's been an amazing show. Again, my name is Kipper Lee. I am the host. This has been the Nashville Sound Writers Round. Have a wonderful Monday, and we'll see you next week.